Welcome to Rambling Hour with Lisa, season 23, episode uno. New season 23. Sorry, there's a really annoying pigeon or collared dove that decided to roost right now while I'm starting here. So you'll just hear him cooing. I've told the story before that when I first went to Ontario and I heard that during the day, I thought, why is there owls out during the day? And then I found out that that's the noise that like pigeons and collared doves make. So, and it sounds like there's also a jackdaw screeching a little bit there. So enjoy the sounds of nature. We're outside here by the wildlife pond. I guess you can see better this way, a little bit of water. I might be sitting I'm right in between these. So there's like paving stones here, and the what do you call them, plants have grown up in between them, and I don't know if I want to keep them, so I've been cutting them back, but they're just a bit jabby for me. So I can move over a little bit for you to see the water. And yeah, that's where we are today, out the front door at the wildlife pond. And it's not as deep. The deepest part is about yay, because it was too hard to dig by hand, and I was in a rush when I built it because Steve was in Canada doing a retreat, the retreats that I met him at, but the year I was here and not gone to the retreat. So after we started dating, and I was just trying to build this wildlife pond real quick for while he was gone. And I did, and it's been here since. And it's lovely. There's seating around it. We can sit out here. Speaking of wildlife, a couple days ago in the back garden, I saw a dragonfly, a big dragonfly with green. I remember trying to remember what color it was, like, oh wow, that's really green. I'm almost certain it was green, and thinking, remember that. And then I'm almost certain it was green, but I can't 100% for sure say it was green. However, I know it was a huge dragonfly, and I've seen damselflies and stuff here in the UK, but I haven't seen a lot of dragonflies. Now, that could be because there's not that many mosquitoes here. They do have like midges and some things like mosquitoes and stuff, but not that bite like where, back on the prairies. So maybe less of those means less of the dragonflies, but they do have dragonflies and damselflies here, and I have built the ponds, so I thought I would see more, especially in like one like this where I don't have anything moving in here or anything else, so it is still water. It's really clear water because of all the plants and stuff, but this is perfect for like damselflies and stuff to have their larvae. So I thought I would see more, or like even standing water for midges and mosquitoes and stuff. So don't know, but I did see a big one in the back garden yesterday, and it made me really happy. And it was just like an emerald green. Like, it was so pretty, and such a, like, the color stood out so well. So I was going to look up what that meant. Like, I know dragonflies are transformation and, messages from loved ones on the other side, but I didn't know if the green, like emerald green, meant something specific. So, I mean, green means healing. Oh, yes, now I know for sure it was green, because I remember thinking that green is a healing color. So that maybe it had something to do with that. Now you can hear a plane going. Now there's more jackdaws gathering. They don't live here, the jackdaws. The pigeons and the collared doves live here, but the jackdaws just come for a visit, as you guys have seen on my lives before. So how is everyone? What's new? What have you been up to? When was so I saw you guys 2 weeks ago for my live, because last week I took the Sunday off because it was like in between seasons. But I also did, in between the last time I saw you for my rambling hour, I did a Witch Casket July unboxing, and I did my monthly book review, which wasn't that many books, but I still did it. So I don't know if you've seen those or not. If you haven't seen them, everything's up on YouTube. You can see it there. They're still on Facebook right now, so you can see them there, but I prefer if you go to YouTube and like my channel and watch them there, so I can increase the views over there. And today is just a regular rambling hour. Steve's out with his mates. I'm here, and the weather's been nice. Today it's been 25 with cloud, but it's still been nice. Me and Steve hung some things up outside, and yeah, I just need to water a lot of plants. I don't know if you can see behind, but like near the caravan and stuff, there's things in containers. That we still haven't got much rain, really. We've had a bit of rain, but not enough, not lots, not what we need. So yeah, mostly what I need to do in the garden is watering plants. And then in life, we're just getting things straightened out for Erica to start uni, and Steve works. No painting classes right now. Babysitting every second week now, and like our grandson. But yeah, not a lot that I can report. It's coming up to the time when I will need to do like our visas, like the residency. So I'll keep you more informed on that. But and out of my clothes from somebody at painting, this is the third shirt. So I don't know if it's been 3 weeks in a row, but I wore the one with the butterfly made out of flowers, and then the like a jumper that I wore a couple of weeks ago, and then now this little shirt. It's got moths on it, and this is all from the same clothes that I got from a friend. So yeah, I'm loving the clothes, wearing them, wearing something different, and wearing shorts because I knew it would be warm out, but wore a cardigan because I didn't know how warm it would be out here at this time. But actually, it's pretty nice out. So not hot enough to take it off, but I could have survived without it. What else to tell you guys about? Nothing new. Letter from a pen pal. I got the letter yesterday, wrote back to her yesterday, and I'm just gonna finish that up today and get it posted. I also bought some chorizo, which is a spicy sausage. I think I told you guys that like a couple of weeks ago or something, that I was craving it. So I bought some chorizo, and Erica keeps bugging me to use it. And so I was going to do that when I was done this, even though it's a bit late, but I was going to make some pasta with some chorizo in it because that's what I bought it for. I just want pasta and sauce with some spicy sausage in, and we have cooked chicken breasts right now too. So I'm going to put some chicken breasts, some spicy sausage. I could even add some like prawns if I wanted to. It's like they make a really good jambalaya at Boston Pizza in Canada, but instead of rice, they make the jambalaya with like linguine noodles, or no, fettuccine noodles. I mean, there's also like so linguine noodles are smaller, and then fettuccine, but there's also tagliatelle that's here, which is very similar to uh um I've already forgotten what I've said. Linguine, fettuccine. Yes, yes, similar to fettuccine noodles is called tagliatelle. Maybe they're the same. I'm not sure. So it's already August 9th. Say a happy birthday to one of my best friends growing up, Nathan Wiley. It's his birthday today, so happy birthday, Nathan. Hope you're well. And tomorrow would be my parents' anniversary had my dad not passed away. But yeah, tomorrow is the day that they got married in 1968. So is that 58 years? And the day after that is my little sister Tina and her husband Ryan's wedding anniversary, and they got married in which baby did I have? So 2000 and okay, so Erica Aurora was baby. She was like 1. So it was that summer. So was that 2007? When was she born? She's born in 5, so 2006. I think they got married in 2007 because I think it was the year that I moved to Saskatchewan. I went to New York, and Tina and Ryan were getting married, and I shaved my head. And my sister was not happy with me for shaving my head right before a wedding. I wasn't in the wedding party or anything, but she wasn't happy with me shaving my head before the wedding. But I didn't shave my head to be bald at her wedding. I shaved my head because at that time, I'd always, when I bleached my hair, I don't anymore, but when I used to bleach my hair blonde, I would use the same stuff every time. And then they didn't have that stuff, so I bought a different thing thinking it might be the same, and it didn't. It just fried my hair. So my hair was like really, it wasn't very long, but it was like the worst it ever was. So it was either, and I worked at an insurance company, So it was either, well, I told my boss I wanted to get dreads because my hair was shit, right? So might as well just make it into dreads or shave my head. And he told me not to do either because working in an insurance company, you need to be presentable. But I don't listen to anyone, do I? So I shaved my head anyways, and then I got a wig that I would wear for work and was letting my hair grow out. But yeah, my little sister was not happy with me wearing that. Actually, I loved that outfit that I wore too. I don't know if I still have both pieces. I think the skirt might be hanging up in my mom's at my mom's house, and then I might have the shirt. It was a brown waffle shirt, and it said "Beauties" on the inside, I think it said. And I took like a prom dress, a pink prom dress, because the writing on the brown waffle shirt was pink. And I took a pink prom dress and cut the top off and just had it as a long skirt and wore it like that with my head shaved. So I'll find that picture. And if you're watching on the magic of YouTube, I will insert it. Do I want to put it on this side or on this side? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a picture of Tina and Ryan from their wedding right here. And I'm going to put a picture of me from their wedding right here. And then over here, I'm going to put a picture of my parents' wedding. And then maybe over here, I'll put a picture of my friend Nathan for his birthday for fun. To balance it, I need you know what I mean? So that's what's happening right now. Oh, actually, somebody else's birthday was either just or is coming up. I can't remember. But yeah, so this is what we do, right? It's rambling hour and we ramble. So what I was saying is it's August 9th already. It's and with the weather, still warm, but cooling off. And then my family I know that it gets cooler and it snows earlier and all those things on the prairies sooner. So some of my friends are really getting into the burr months, already getting into autumn. And it's whoa, slow down, Kay. It's August. This is July, August. This is summer. We need to enjoy summer. Stop. I love fall. I love the magic of it. It is it is my favorite season if I had to choose one of the four. Although I still love sunshine. Well, okay. So what my favorite season is actually right sort of where we are now and then going into the autumn. It's in the autumn with the smells and the leaves and the crisp, but it's called Indian summer. So it's when you get a warm weather. It's autumn, but you get the warm weather. So the sun and the warmth of summer, but in the autumn, that is my favorite season. That is my ultimate. But yeah, whoa, let's live in the moment. It is not autumn yet. It is summer. Let's enjoy what we have left. Yes, okay, fine. Mindset. I need to start thinking about what needs to be done for the autumn, in the garden. And I was thinking of putting away the summer decor in the house just to clear it up and get it out of the way so that when I'm ready to take down the autumn decor from the loft, I'm ready to go because the house will already have that already put away. But stop rushing it, okay? I know it's August 9th already and it's going by quickly. And even for you guys, I'll only see you a few more times before it's September. And then that's back to school and all that stuff. But slow down. Enjoy the garden. We've worked hard for this. So listen to the annoying birds. And there is nice birds. But do you know what is really weird? I mean, I haven't been outside lots. But I haven't seen Benjamin and Trudy around. And I haven't seen any blackbirds, but I haven't really seen the robins either. Wonder where the birds are these days. Maybe okay, I'll get back to you next Sunday. I'm gonna actually make the effort being out in the garden but I haven't listened because usually Benjamin does his daily. Do they take off for a little bit in the summer? I don't even know. I thought they stuck around all year, but I'll have to listen because you know how Benjamin does his calls at certain times of the day, right? And maybe I just haven't been paying attention, but I love in the morning. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll hear outside just his little calls and it just makes me happy. But I haven't seen or heard from Benjamin and Trudy recently, so I'll have to check it out. The hedgehog house, it is done, but Steve's just humming and hawing about how he wants to do the window on the front, and I still need to make a little sign. So we decided on the name Nick because it's gender neutral and well, it's Sonic. So Nick, short for Sonic, because Sonic was so obvious, right? Sonic the Hedgehog, but Nick, so that's what we chose for the name. So I can do a little welcome to Nick's pad or whatever. a little sign, a welcome sign for the hedgehog house. So I will show you guys, and the bird house, which is actually right there. The bird table, I mean, not bird house, bird table that Steve, that's actually finished. So I probably could show you guys that, but I'm not getting up off my bum right now. So yes, I will show you guys those, but the hedgehog, it makes me so nervous now. I know everything happens the way it's supposed to. Everything happens for a reason, but it makes me so nervous with like Thomas going out and coming back in the evenings once it gets like dusky and hedgehog might be out. And I just saw a black cat. I wish the cats would make friends with me. I need to like knock on the neighbors' doors and be like, do you have a cat? Is it one of the ones that comes into my, because they come in and out here, like going to the train tracks and stuff. They come in and out of our garden all the time, but they're always afraid of me. And I want to be a cat lady, but Steve doesn't like cats. So if I could just make friends with the ones that come in the garden, and then they'll be welcome in the garden. I can be friends with them outside, and it's the best of both worlds, right? And then they'll keep the rats away and everything else, but they're just afraid of me. I don't know why. So the cat distracted me. Hedgehog, yes. So Nick is doing fine as far as I know. We like I said, the hedgehog house is built. It just needs that window for art effect that Steve wants to do, and then we can entice Nick to take up residence in it, and then move it to its spot and finish cleaning the side of the house. Ooh, we got the door put in the kitchen, so that's really exciting. And then also like the plaster up again, like it's all done now. I need to just sand the edge where the paint meets the new plaster, sand it a little bit, and then paint it with the paint that the kitchen is, the color that the kitchen is. We still have paint from it, so I need to like blend it in now where the little window was. Now it's a door to the outside world, and then I need to clean the rest of the side of the house there, like I said, where the hedgehog is and stuff like that. But all the bricks and the wall that came down to put the door in, all of that is over there, so I need to take that all out, tidy it up there. Thomas is going to get a little digger because he wants it to be flat over there, and then he's going to put in some what do you call it, like turf, like fake grass. So because that's where Sasha will be, her side, and then when she has her puppies, it'll be that whole side there, so that she doesn't go pee pee on my lawn in the front. I mean in the back, and get like female dog burn patches on the lawn. So anyways, working on that. But the door is in, so that also, so once, now that the door is in, we can let the dogs out that way from the kitchen to the outside to the side of the house, but even wherever. And then we don't need to be using the door that's in the living room, the patio doors. So once we're not, the traffic isn't going in and out of there so much, we can get our floors done in the living room. So all coming together slowly but surely. Who's Shirley? I cleaned the garage and organized that too. There's a big pile of stuff over there that we need to get a skip for. A skip is like a sorry, just looking at a comment that came up. A skip is a dumpster for North America, and so we need to get a small skip to get like rid of a bunch of waste that's over there, or I have to take a bunch of trips to the tip, which is like the recycling center, household waste center, whatever they call it, the tip and the skip here. I am just happy to be out here and with you guys. Nobody seems to be watching live right now, so there's no comments, but that's okay because we're together. I'm here. I'm feeling good, and just yeah, it's I'm just feeling good right now. So that's good because it's not always like that. I can come on here and be smiley and like life is great, but we all have our down days, and I will not lie. There is I've had some like last week and stuff where I was really tired. And then, so, okay, this is the thing. Somebody told me that you can't pass shingles back and forth. So you can have the shingles virus, which is like chicken pox. Like it's a herpes virus. There's like 3 different ones, right? Like, the ones that, like cold sores, and then there's genital herpes down there. And then there's like the one like chicken pox and shingles and stuff. And what happens is me and Steve will find that there'll just be days where we're like inexplicably explicit. Wait, what's that? Like, you can't explain it inexplicably tired, and just for no reason. And we don't even associate it. We don't even think about it. We're just like, man, I'm tired today. We just think we didn't have a good sleep or whatever, right? So it's like just a couple days in a row that we'll be really tired or just useless, right? And then all of a sudden we'll get like spots that are itchy, and I get them in the same places. Usually I get them on my back, or I get them under the boobies, or just above, like, you know, where my incision is from my C-section. So like right around there. And then I found one again today. Oh yeah, right there. Just a red spot. I don't know if you can see it all the way. Anyways, I don't even, the reason how I find them too is I'll be like, oh, it's itchy there. And then I'll scratch and it'll be like the bump. And so similar to like chickenpox or shingles. So I don't know what it is. To me, it's shingles. Steve has had shingles before, but it's not like some people get shingles like severely and they'll get them like under their armpits or like in certain like soft areas, and they'll get like so many, and they're on nerve clusters, and it can be really, really, really painful. So whatever this is, and it means you tend to get it at the same time as if we're like giving it to each other, or we just run down at the same time. I don't know. So whatever it is, that's the way it works. A couple of days of being really tired, not knowing what's going on, and then all of a sudden, like there's these bumps and blisters, like, and it's like, oh, okay, so now that makes sense why I've been tired, and that's what's been going on in the last week or whatever. So just had a few, and then it doesn't help when there's like down days, and obviously weather doesn't help. It's funny how people don't understand like how environment can uh change when you suffer from depression. Like, I'm on medication and I take my medication every day, and that's great, but that doesn't mean that I'm just like, this is how I've explained it before. So if neutral, like if normal is like neutral baseline, and somebody who has bipolar will have really high highs and then really low lows. My depression is a mild underlying depression. So it's like, this is someone's baseline. This is my depression. It's going at the same rate for my whole life. So when I take antidepressants, it doesn't make me like, woo, life is great, everything, you know, like up here. And if you were on medication that made you like that, then that would be way too strong or something's wrong. It just makes me baseline. So then, like a normal person or an average person, I have some bad days, I have some good days, and we're just living life, right? Um, but that doesn't mean that, just like like people who don't suffer from depression, you still have to do things in your life, like, you know, that make your life enjoyable. The thing is that even medication is only one factor. I journal. I have to keep my environment, like I try to keep things tidy and organized because it makes me like happier and in a good place. But the lighting. So I love bright light, like fluorescent lights and sunshine and bright light. So when it starts getting dim in the living room and dining room, like like a couple days ago, oh, mom says, hi, Lisa. Hi, mom. And a couple days ago, Steve and Erica were both in the living room working on their laptops. And of course, because you're working on your laptop, you're not noticing that it's getting darker in the room because you have the light of your laptop, so you don't really need the lights on. And it's not like if I was watching TV, then it's okay if it's dim, but like to do stuff and everything, it's so depressing when it's dimmer in there. So I was like, don't you guys want the lights on? And they didn't care because they were on their laptops. But low lighting like that and stuff, some people really love it, but it really like triggers me to feeling like either I want to sleep or just like depressed. Like, it just brings me down so quickly. So it's the same thing when there's cloudy days. Growing up, my best friend Rachel loved gray cloudy days. I hated them because, again, it's, and you would love to just tell yourself it's just clouds, it's just the outside, nothing's changed inside, so sit under bright lights and be happy, right? Like, but it's weird how your environment can really affect how your mindset is, even when you're on medication for depression and stuff like that. So yeah, so too many cloudy days can be very hard on my I don't even know what you call it. But anyways, yeah, so, and then also having negative people around. So I really try to keep people like, it's like, this is what I say, like, it's already hard enough for me to have like a clean environment and a bright environment and stay with my meds and journal and everything to keep myself up. It's so hard for me to keep myself up and happy and functioning, that as soon as you bring somebody else, or more than one, you know, a person or people into your life that are negative or whatever, they just pull you down. They'll pull anybody down, even if you don't suffer with depression. So if they're like energy vampires, where they're just sucking off of your positive energy or your energy, taking it all out and draining you, somebody who suffers from depression, it's going to just make them crash down from that borderline even more. So that's why I try to not have any negative people around me or in my vicinity. Even on social media, when I do these things, I just ignore the haters and the stupid comments and the whatever. I just can't deal with it because, like I said, I work every day to keep myself in a place where I'm feeling good enough to do these or to do my housework or to do my projects or to do whatever it is that I want to do. And I work really, really, really hard at that. It's kind of like sabotaging. Like if you're working out and doing your workouts and you're eating healthy and you're doing everything to live that lifestyle and someone's just shoving like greasy food in your face or trying to get you to eat, like it's like sabotaging yourself, right? So that's like I work too hard on myself to give myself a positive life and to give myself happy days to have negative people around me. So anyways, that's my 2 cents on that. So yeah, so that's what it's weird that like living in England with gray days can be a trigger, but we do, well, like I said, when we did the renovations in the house, when we did the like redid all the what do you call it, electrics, the electricity, whatever, when we got the house done, we added in the rooms like living room, dining room and stuff, there's like those pot lights that are all in there so that I can turn up, because we have the dimmer switches, so I can turn it up bright, like bright in all the rooms. If I'm cleaning, if I'm working, like say I'm sitting in the dining room and painting or doing some craft at the table, I want it bright in there, right? So any kind of work like that, but we can dim it if you want like the ambiance for dining in the dining room, or if somebody else wants it to be dim like that, then whatever, that's on them. But I can have those bright environments if I need them. So yeah, it's just like about, and I mean, obviously you don't have to get like the electricians out to put in extra lights. You can get like, we have a lot of up lights like from IKEA to make the rooms electrical. Yes, the electrical, we got all the electrical redone. Thanks, Mom. So yeah, lots of those up lights, those like tall, like uplight things from IKEA just to make rooms brighter. And I would go around turning them all on just to make the room bright because, like I said, like if it's too dull and too dark, it just makes me sad and not happy at all. So so you can do things like that to make your environment brighter. And I know that my family doesn't get it. They don't understand why I want it so bright, and but it just is, it's just a thing. So if you are able to make your environment better suited for how you function, then that's a good thing. And that's one of the reasons that you will find that most of the time I try to keep it clean, organized, labeled. Lots of things are labeled, and bright and happy, because then it keeps me that way. Cute, organized, labeled. I don't have a label on me, but and bright and happy. So yeah, let me have a sip of my drink. It is, I don't, you guys can't tell because I have the ring light and because the cameras are really good on phones and stuff these days, so it picks up a lot of the light. So to you guys, it looks probably like proper daylight out here still, but it's getting dusky. Almost time for Nick the Hedgehog to be wandering and doing his rounds. I don't come out to try and spot him, but I know that Steve got pictures of him. I'll put a picture right here. If they're not like the best pictures, but here is Nick and here is Nick. And if you're watching this live, you don't get to see Nick yet, but I'll put in pictures of Nick the Hedgehog from our garden right here and here. And you guys can see how cute he is. He's a big boy. Anyways, I don't go out looking for him because I'm just letting him do his business. I'm just happy that we had a hedgehog in the garden. But Steve has seen him coming home from cards on a Sunday like this, and Thomas going out has seen him over by the fence line and stuff too. So they've seen him out and about. What was I doing? Okay. Oh, so I don't even know what time it is. So 25 minutes. Okay. So we have a half an hour. So I didn't know if you guys want to do a card reading, whatever. So I brought some different ones out. These are called the Secret Garden. And I don't know if they're going to be good for, if they're just, it's Enchanting Messages from Quiet Spaces by Jessica Lee. Lee is L-E. And so they're kind of like cards that you might pull one a day just to get a positive message and stuff. So I don't know if they'll be great with a card reading. So, but I'll try with those. Oh, I'll read what's on the back, and I'll show you guys closer as well. But I also brought these out. The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein, and artwork by Michaela Ezra, a 52 card deck. So I will do a reading with those ones. And then we got the death question. So I'm going to come closer. Or should I bring you closer to me, or should I come closer to you? I don't know. Let me see. I won't drag my bum. I'll try and drag you guys. Hello. So, wow, that makes me look at all that white hair coming in. It makes me look very light. That's the other thing. Is like, oh, I'm wearing the thing, but, and you will see tan lines, but oh no, with the sun going away and it not going to be summer soon, my tan is going to go away. Look at that beautiful tan. I didn't do it on purpose. I think I look healthier with some color, but I don't tan on purpose. I just like being out in the garden. Mom says, ouch, that hurt. What, coming closer? Me pulling you? So, all right, let's see what these garden cards are like. I haven't really worked with them or done anything with them. I don't even know if I pulled one a day to see what they are, but I think they're cute, and I like the way that they're shaped too. They're not even that big. And my hair's still wet, so my glasses are wet, and I'm not wearing a t-shirt. Usually I'm wearing a t-shirt. I guess I can use a cardigan. Usually I wear a t-shirt so I can dry my glasses or clean them. Okay, so let me do this first. I feel like I look like a teacher today. My little sister is a teacher, high school drama teacher, and I feel like I'm wearing, well, maybe not the bosoms, do up another button if I was a teacher, but I feel like I'm wearing like a teacher outfit, especially with my glasses like this now. So, let's see. Secret Garden. And on the back it says, and I just put my glasses on top of my wet hair again. Step into the wonder and mystery of the secret garden. This set of 40 charming cards contains small signs and encouragement imbued with the magic of every corner of the garden. Take refuge from daily life within the secret mazes, rose trellises, strange statues, and fairy gates. As the commotions of the outside world fade away, what secrets will you uncover? So I thought that would be a good one to do because I was being out here in the garden anyway. So let's try that one first. How to use the cards. Whenever you need inspiration or guidance, sit in a peaceful spot and draw a card from the deck. Allow the quiet murmurs from the secret garden to guide you on the perfect path. And so, but we're going to do it like a 3-card spread. Just checking if it says anything else in there. Australia. That's where these are from. 2020. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle them and we'll see if they, like I said, they're more of like a daily affirmation kind of card where you would pull a card when you need it and stuff. But we'll try and do a card reading with them. And maybe when I do card readings with you guys, I'll try and do different ones besides the 3-card spread with the past, present, and future. So I'm going to explain that to you guys right now, even though I've explained it like every time. I need to make sure that when I shuffle them that they go the same way. Okay, so a 3-card spread that I usually do is a past, present, future. So I want you to think about something right now. For these are garden cards. So I'm gonna think about something to do with nature, outdoors, the seasons, gardening, anything like that. So outside. So think about something that you want to know an answer to or more clarity on. It's not about telling the future. So even though I said there is a future card, I'll explain that in a second. So we're going to think about something. I'm going to think about where I need to focus my energy in nature, in the garden, and everything else. I call this the rambling hour, but maybe I need to ramble more. Maybe I need to like literally go for walks in nature, or maybe I need to spend some more time just sitting in the garden. Maybe I need to spend more time with wildlife, observing the birds and the bees and the birds and the bees. Maybe that's what it's going to say. That's part of nature, right? So that's what I'm going to think about. But right now I want you to focus on something for you, being connected to nature. And if you live in a city or you don't have lots of places to go, maybe it's just your house plants, focusing on even one plant, just seeing how it grows, what light comes in which windows in your your apartment or whatever. So we're going to think about something naturey, and we're going to do a 3-card spread. 3-card spread, past, present, future. Your past is what has led you up to where you are now. Your present is where we are now. And your future is where you will, one of the places you could end up if you stay on the same trajectory of these, where we are right now, right? So the past is never set in stone. It could change. So I am going to just take off the top. I've already shuffled them, but I haven't really used these cards before too. And I know that I have you guys up here, so I don't have, guys, I have the card stands from Witch Casket to hold my cards. Why don't I have them out here? Because I don't think sometimes I don't plan ahead. Listen, I got this whole outfit together, and I even got some cards and stuff, and I got a drink, which isn't that, but I forgot the card stand. So next time, right? Okay. So, I have them upside down. Let's do this. The past. Do you have your question or what you want answers to? Our first card for the past is listen. And of course, I can read without my glasses, but it's easier to read when I have my glasses. Okay, listen. Be alert. The soft chiming bells call to nearby fairies. So I don't know how that relates to my past, but let's just go with it. So, present. Grow. All flowers must grow through dirt. So maybe in the past I've learned because I've listened, and now I'm growing. I don't know. Let's see. Third card, the future. If we stay on this trajectory, generosity. Sow seeds of kindness. So if I grow and I stay where I'm on this path that I'm on, then maybe I can help others when I know more. So first I listen and learn, and now I'm growing, and then I can help others in the future. Maybe that's what it's about. I don't know. I have them on my leg right now. I don't know if you can see them or not. Whoop, that's sliding down. So those are the 3 for here. But even if you take them as what we need to do now, listen, grow, and generosity. I think that's good, because what do we come to Earth School for? What have you learned and who have you helped, right? That's what we're here for, learning and growing and helping others. So I'm going to set those aside because I'm going to take a picture of them after as well. And then I'm going to do the universe has your back. I actually have a note, a journal that goes with this that I haven't written in because I don't want to, because it has the really awesome art on here. Is some of it's in the journal too. So I got that at the same time that I got these, which is years ago. So let's use them, right? Might as well use it or lose it. So if I have them, use them. 52 inspiring messages to help you open up to the power of the universe. The inspiring 52 card deck offers spiritual guidance to help you find strength when you are down, synchronicity and support when you are lost, safety in the face of uncertainty, and joy in all circumstances. Now it is in your hands. Surrender to the guidance that the cards provide. Practice patience and peace, and trust that the universe has your back. Gabrielle Bernstein is the #1 New York Times bestselling author of The Universe Has Your Back. She's been, so there's a book. She's been featured on Oprah's Super Bowl Sunday as a next generation thought leader and appears regularly on Dr. Oz. I don't know how old these are. They're from Hay House. You can go to www.gabby, Gabby, Bernstein, BERNSTEIN.com. Hi, Miracle Worker. I'm so excited that you picked up The Universe Has Your Back cards. This is a big message from my hope is that this deck will help you to deepen your connection to the innermost part of yourself and to the universe. In that connection, you will be guided to your true purpose, to be loved and spread love. Michaela and I have lovingly crafted these words and images to bring you guidance and inspiration. These cards and their deep sentiments are intended to accompany and lift you as you travel inward. Choose one whenever you seek clarity of heart, loving direction, or a return to your own intuition. Each card carries a potent gift which can awaken a presence of joy within, help you transform your fear into faith, and remind you that the universe has your back. Wishing you a miraculous journey with love, Gabrielle. So I do a daily affirmation every day, and I also I have used these cards before. I have looked at them and played with them, but I do a daily affirmation every day, and I also have this calendar that's in the office right now, and I don't look at it every day, but on the bottom it has a little message, like a little daily affirmation. So sometimes I read those when I remember to flip the calendar, because each page has to be flipped. Like for the day, it's got a piece of art and a little message at the bottom. So it's the same thing with pulling cards like that. Like I said, you can have any deck and you can just pull a card for the day and see what message it's giving you that day. This is, oh, and then there's more about them on the back. I'm not going to read all that right now. But, and then these cards, that's the back of them this way. But the art and messages and stuff is really cool and stuff. So these I have used with you guys before. Like I used to post one a day for sharing with everybody, but I haven't done them as a card spread, and I don't know if they'll work that way either, but we will try and see. We'll do the past, present, future thing, and then next week or next time I do a card pull with you guys, I will do a different type of spread. It won't be the past, present, future. We'll try something different. What I'm going to think about right now, because I use the other cards for my gardening life and nature and everything else, this is going to be my life in general. It could be my spiritual life, could be, which all my life has my spirituality in it. But just in general, my life, do a little reading for my life, my past, present, future. What messages do I need from the universe right now? Am I even listening and paying attention to the universe? You'll see. I'm going to, what do you call it? Shuffle one more time. I don't know. I don't always have the same, thing around here. So I don't know if you guys can even see my lap right now, but where I'm shuffling. But I'm going to take off the top again. So past, you ready? Have you thought of something? This is just, for me, it's my general life. But you can choose whatever you want to know, have more clarity on, or get answers to right now pertaining to your life. All right, ready? Past is, I can't read all that without my glasses, so I'm showing you guys first. It says, my capacity to tune in to the energy of love gives me the words I need when I'm ready to speak up, the compassion I need when it's time to forgive, and the power I need when I am lost. Well, I've worked on myself a lot, so if that's my past card, it has to do with all the work I've put into myself. This is my present, where we are right now in life. Show you guys first. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Miracles are natural. So that's perfect for right now. That's what we're doing right now. That's what this whole hour is us focusing on the moment, being here in the present. Even if you're not watching this live, if you're watching this at another time, this is your moment to just chill, connect with nature, and be. So this is perfect for where we are right now. I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Okay, and then our future card, if we stay on this trajectory, which I do love my life, I do love how much work I've put into it, I love where I am right now, so if I stay on this trajectory, which I'll be happy with, I am going to, this card will be my future, which is, you guys get to see it first. Oh, I like the eye. It says, I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Okay, so somebody in my future that's not about like necessarily love relationship stuff, but it's about seeing somebody for who they truly are. We're all made of love, right? So there could be somebody who you think is a negative person in your life, but maybe they're here to help you grow. Maybe they're the most important person in your life without you even realizing it. So this is, if these don't make sense right now, they could make sense later. That's how it works. So I will take pictures of these after as well, and I'll add them in the comments. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll add them in at the end of the rambling hour. So I'm going to keep those on the side. Hope you enjoyed that. And I would rather use these as a daily pull, just one card pull. So I can do that with you guys again too, where we just pull one for the day. But now that brings us to our death question. Have I worked on my will? Good question. No, I have not. But have I thought about working on my will? I've thought about it a lot more in the last couple of weeks than I've thought about it in a while, because I need to be held to account, and I'm not just, I'm going to practice what I preach. I'm not going to just walk the walk. I mean, I'm not just going to talk the talk. I'm going to walk the walk as well. So it is on my list of things to do. Ooh, I broke out the sewing machine after years of having a new sewing machine that I was scared of because of the way that they do the bobbin in the bottom. But actually, it was fine. I don't even know if this is the old way that I learned in school, if this is the new way that they do it. But either way, I followed the instructions and I worked well. Thomas made a cover for a dog bed for the back of his car. And so I broke out the sewing machine. It works great. It's out on the dining room table. I'm excited. It makes me want to, you don't realize you missed something until you start I'm like, I can't believe how much I've missed sewing. Excuse me. So I'm waiting for rainy days. And when it's autumn, I have projects that I'm excited to sew because I bought a few kits, not kits, like patterns that I want to make into these little creatures. And I'll show you guys when they're ready and maybe we'll even do something together. But I did break out the sewing machine. So that is something I've done in the last week. So what I'm saying is doing my wills is on my list of things to do. And I do get the things done that I say I'm going to do. Like yesterday, I spent most of the day giving all my house plants baths, like a soapy bath, and then fixing them up if they needed more soil or anything like that. And then treating them all, spraying them for getting rid of the thrips, whatever. I'm still trying to battle them. And making sure they have all their blue sticky traps and everything else. So I loved all my houseplants yesterday. And today was focused on you guys this. And then, like I said, me and Steve hung some things up. And so if you don't already have some paper, you don't have to do it now. You can do this later, but I'll tell you what the question is. If you want all the questions that we've done so far, or the ones that I have already, then you can let me know. This just makes it easier so you don't have to focus on everything all at once. We can focus on one thing a week. And so today is question 16. So get some paper or get a book. And this is the things that you want for the end of your life or your funeral plans or whatever, because nobody knows what you want like you do. And if you don't tell anybody what you want, then they won't know either. And why would you want them to have more stress if and when you pass away than they need to? And it doesn't matter when we pass away, whether it's now or years from now, there's going to be somebody who has to take care of all the things that happen when we pass away. So let's get that sorted. And then if you do it now, then you can always update it and change it as the years go by if you need to. So we're on question number 16. Again, like I said, if you want all the questions, let me know and I'll message them to you. Then you have them written down and it'll make it easier. But question number 16, where are your important documents, including your will? You don't have to tell me. But if something was to happen to you, where are your important documents? Does somebody have access to those things? And this is an important thing that I don't remember if it was when I worked at the insurance company or just my podcast that I listened to or whatever. Somebody passed away. I don't remember if they passed away at the house. So the police had to do, when someone dies at home, they have to do an investigation just to make sure that it was a natural death and that nothing happened, So, but there was something that happened where somebody passed away. So, and the loved ones weren't allowed to get into the house. There was a reason that they couldn't get into the house right away. So that's where the will was, and they couldn't get the will right. Well, anyway, so that's where you have a copy of it with somebody else or with the lawyer's office or wherever. So that, just in case for some reason they can't get in the house, or say your house burns down, heaven forbid. But if your house burns down and you die in a house fire or whatever, then, and your will's in there. And I'm not wishing these things on anybody, but whoever's watching this, there's things that happen to all of us. So this is why we have to have plans, because we don't know what's going to happen, when it's going to happen. So let's make plans. Where are your important documents, including your will? Now that you have your will and end of life plans, where will you keep them? Does a trusted friend or family member know where to find them in the unfortunate chance of your passing? Make sure you have your wishes legalized. Leaving a copy with your lawyer is advisable. Your loved ones may not have access to your home or office right after your passing, so having more than one copy is a good idea. This will also prevent any disagreement if all copies match. No one has to see this until you're passing, but it will save so much time and headache if someone knows exactly where to find all your relevant documents. They can even be in a locked briefcase under your bed or something, just as long as somebody knows where they are and how to access them if they need to, right? So that's the question for the week. And what time are we at? We still have some time to talk. I'm just going to check on there. Does that say 49? Yeah, 49 minutes. So yeah, I was guessing by looking at my clock because I was a few minutes late and it's a few minutes to 9 o'clock now. So we have about 10 minutes left to chat. It's getting quite dark out now. You guys can probably tell from the back or the water, like how it is not as bright here, but luckily we have the ring light and I brought you guys in closer. So, who knows? Nick might be sneaking by anytime now. I don't want to disturb them, him, sure, her. I'm not sure what gender. And I guess like it's not easy to tell just by them running by. So I'm not sure what, I mean, I guess if they have a litter at some point, then we'll know that it's a female. But if they don't, then, so I'm not sure what gender Nick the hedgehog is. But like I said, I'm not out here to disturb Nick. I'm just happy Nick lives here and I want Nick to go on doing Nick's thing and maybe we'll become friends. But until then, I just want Nick to know this is a safe environment for them to be in. What else is up with you guys? So August, so today's the 9th plus 7, doing math is 16th. So next Sunday is the 16th. I can't think of anything specific. August 16th, but that's when, and I don't know where is, if I can, I'll be outside. And I know I can do one of my lives from the greenhouse, but I can even do that one in the autumn as well. And I know that I want to have a fire, like we can sit around the campfire out in the back garden too for one of my lives. But again, that could be the autumn when it gets chillier. Plus, I wouldn't be having it right now anyways because we haven't had enough rain. So that is not responsible for me to have a fire when we haven't had any rain really. And it, like, even a spark from my little fire in my garden could go to somebody else's like fields or anything and I could start a fire, and that's not my plan. So but those are things that I have like planned for outdoorsy type lives. But and then as the days get, cooler and stuff and we'll be inside more, then we can do autumn crafts and all that kind of fun stuff and stuff in the kitchen and yada yada. But yeah, I am, for as far as until I see you guys again, I'm just going to be enjoying outdoors as much as I can, enjoying the garden as much as I can, and slowly, but not rushing, slowly thinking about what I need to do to get things ready for the cooler months out in the garden. And just like even right now, there's like this nice warm breeze that just came, and you can see this stuff moving in the background, and just this, it's still like the little breeze, and that I have a jumper on, a cardigan, and Julie says all we've had in Edmonton is rain, lots and lots of rain. Yes, I know it's switched from like the UK being the one with the rain, and we've had like summer nice weather here, which I'm really happy with. But yeah, you guys have had too much rain. I know that you guys have had like flooding, and just it's crazy the extreme weather conditions, the climate change that's happening all over the globe and stuff, and the extremes. But yeah, ours is extreme drought, as you may or may not have seen on the news, in Europe and stuff like that, just rivers and lakes and stuff going so low that like they're seeing World War II ships, like, and stuff, that just like barely any rain. So I'm lucky to have like some water in the ponds, and in, the worst case situation, I have the ponds in our garden to use the water from, to either water plants or if we needed it for stuff inside or whatever. Well, Auntie Joan said rainy in GP too. I didn't even know Auntie Joan was on. Hello, Auntie Joan, and hello, Julie. Oh, did I say that Julie was the one who commented on the with the rain in Edmonton? So hello to everyone who's watching now or after when we're not live anymore. Yeah, but just enjoy. So anyways, I was saying the breeze came, and even though it's getting dark out, it doesn't have to be daytime for me to enjoy the outdoors. I'm loving it. And oh, hello. Okay, hang on. So Auntie Joan says hi, Marie and Donna, and I didn't realize Donna. Oh, and Donna says we also had lots of rain in Kerala, and some places even started flooding. And my brain has shut off. Donna, what country do you live in? It's not India, is it? I can't remember. So, and Auntie Joan says hi, Lisa. Hi, Auntie Joan. And Julie says hi. Yes, you did. Okay, I did say your name. Okay, so I don't know why I've had a brain fart and can't remember what country Dawn is in right now, where she's from. So yeah, like that's what I'm saying. So if it's not drought and it's floods and fires and um rain and like somebody like it's something everywhere and it's yes, India. Okay, that's what I thought, but my brain just wasn't working. So, but isn't this nice? Like, I know that you guys can probably tell that it's dark out right now, but just seeing, not just seeing myself on the camera, but seeing all the green around me and my beach now that I've taken the weeds out of it and just being outdoors, like even in the evening like this, it's quiet. The birds have roosted and now they're quiet. It's getting dark and it just feels really good to be out here. I did when I was doing my posts on my phone earlier because me and Steve were like outside hanging things up. I was sitting in one of the Adirondack chairs over there and just being. And so I think even when I'm done talking to you guys, I think that I am just going to take a few minutes outside like this and just enjoy the moment, enjoy summer, enjoy where I am right now, outdoors, just in a pretty garden that wouldn't be here if I hadn't created it. And yeah, Auntie Joan says the world is crazy, which is true. We're talking about weather specifically, but I'd agree that the world is crazy just in general as well. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you guys, but I am happy that you're all here and that you're seeing this and hopefully getting something from it besides just seeing this pretty face. But I will see you guys next Sunday on the 16th. And maybe the Hedgehog House will be ready to show you guys. Either way, I'm going to try and have it outdoors unless for some reason it's really rainy. But like I said, even then I could be in the greenhouse or whatever. I don't know. I'll try and have some plans for next Sunday. All right. Until then, just check my time. Yeah, we guys are like at the hour. So until then, thanks for tuning in. I love you guys all. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for commenting so I know you're here. And if you haven't already, Julie says, love seeing you, Lisa. Thanks, Julie. And and Auntie Joan says, I'm enjoying my couch. Okay, and if you haven't already, please go to YouTube at Rambling Hour with Lisa and like my YouTube because I need more people there because that's where I'm posting these because Facebook deletes my lives, all right? Okay, and Auntie Joan says, have a great week. Thank you to you guys as well. Love you all. See you on Sunday.